We are back. Um, Crazy turnaround trip. Was in New York for just a 24-hour um, period for work. Good trip. Pretty tired. I'm recording Tuesday night. Was back in Charlotte today. Went to the office. Took my youngest daughter to soccer practice. Took the family voting, and I'm tired. But we're gonna play some chess. Hopefully, hopefully play at a decent level. Um, but this is one of the things I struggle with. I'm sure many of you do as well. Of you want to play consistently. I tend to play a little bit sharper when I wake up, or um, like a quick midday game, maybe on the weekend where there's not as much stuff going on. So I do tend to struggle playing around this time. A lot more distractions, a lot more work stress, and but it is a good release. So I do find it useful to put in the time because it helps me think about something else. It helps me just have the reps, get the reps in. So we'll see how it goes. I like the 3-2 format. I think we're going to stick to that. Keeps the games nice and short and sweet. They can also be pretty exciting at the end when it gets into that time scramble. The last two games, they were pretty decisive, ended with a pair of opponent blunders. I fully expect to get beaten at some point, even by an 800, a 900. It does happen, and it doesn't feel good when it does. But it's one of those things that anybody can beat anybody, especially at my intermediate level where I feel like I'm pretty good, but certainly susceptible to hanging a piece or not seeing a tactic or something like that. Let's let that happen in this game. Let's go for the win. All right. Let's see what we have here. 3-2 chess. Black pieces. I'm going to stick to my Taimanov Sicilian. And I'm taught this early bishop move to always challenge. And I'm okay with him blocking in his d pawn there. And again, I need to be careful about talking because I don't know this thing inside out. I've played the Taimanov for a while now, but I'm thinking about pushing this pawn. Where is he going? He's probably going to go to e2. Just going to take some more space here. Oh, yeah. Just making sure I'm not missing any tactics at this point. I think I'm okay with him taking because I've got an a pawn. Open up my file. Pre-move there. Okay. I think it's time to activate this kingside so I can castle. I do want to get this bishop off its starting square onto this long diagonal. Prepare for potentially him. I'm just going to castle here. I want to do a handful of moves here. Is he preparing to push this e pawn? Quick clock check. Yeah, I think I do want to shut down that pawn push. That also kind of traps in. Okay, I was kind of expecting this. I think we're supposed to take with the knight if he decides to take. Quickly scanning the board. I think I am going to attack his bishop, and I'm noticing I'm a little bit behind on time. And I think he just hung his knight. I'm noticing there's no defender here. And now I'm attacking his center pawn several which ways. So I'm going to take, and now I'm attacking. Yeah, this might be another early one. I kind of lucked into the tactic. It wasn't by intent. I'll take it. I'll certainly take it. I'm a whole piece and pawn up. I think at this point, it makes sense to simplify. I do need to be very careful about getting mated here. $130 left. I'm thinking about pushing, but then I don't think that necessarily benefits me. I don't want to push here. Let's bring the rooks to the middle. I'm looking for the win. Where is the win? So he's ultimately going to want to get that piece in. If I go here, I've got a minute. I need to hurry up here. Some time pressure. Not used to recording either. I'm beginning to regret that. I mean, where's the knight going there? I think I might take him back, reroute. I just need a new plan. Let's see, what's he trying to do? I think I've got a tactic here. "42 seconds. I gotta be careful. Gotta protect this knight. I'm gonna try to retreat my bishop. 36 seconds. All right. He's got 36 as well. I'm just gonna retreat. I'm gonna start playing a little bit faster here. I'm looking for any forks, especially with that knight. I am going to look to move this rook to the middle. And now I hear my dog coming downstairs, so that's yet another distraction. 16 seconds. I know he's having a tough time finding a move too. It looks like he may not even get a move out. I don't want to win on time. I wanted to win that one cleanly. It just looks like he's stuck. So we did win. Again, a decisive victory. I'm happy about it. I'm a little disappointed that I didn't have a game plan at the end. Like, how was I going to win? It was probably going to be another mistake of him hanging a piece or me lucking into a knight fork, which at this level, those knights can be pretty deadly, pretty confusing. I'm going to start this game review to see how clean that win actually was. I feel like I controlled the game out of the opening. Oh, 85%. Another solid game. I did have a miss. Did have one inaccuracy. I'm curious of what that miss was, whether it was a fork. And one of those things that I'm sure a lot of you are watching, like how could he possibly miss that? I'm sure I've said it in watching some of the chess streamers who are of my level. It's different being on this side for sure. I like it, but at the same time, it's going to be one of those things I won't. I'm having to think about the chess, but I'm also thinking about the streaming at the same time, and the commentary. So again, bear with me, bear with me. So started with the Taimanov. Where is the... Now, you can typically punish this early bishop move, and especially if they're complacent. If he ends up, am I able to go to analysis here? If he ends up going here, I've trapped his bishop. So that's the purpose of me pushing the pawns early. And I'm not going to push the pawn here because I want him blocking this d-pawn. So I'm going to let him sit and just block in his development. And at that point, this dark square bishop's not able to get off its starting square. The whole thing's kind of a mess. So you can see that the engine likes my position at this point. I make the best move here, developing the queen side. This was an interesting move. It's called an excellent move. Pushing was the best option, especially like where is he going with this knight? This square's covered. I don't think I can draw arrows for some reason. I need to configure that with this account. But there's really no good squares for his knight to jump. So he retreats. And where's that knight? Like what's the future of that knight? It does not like my pawn push. That the thought there was I am simultaneously giving some space to my light squared bishop. I'm securing in this important pawn. That's a move I would never play in a million years. So I mean, I'm just not there yet. Maybe that was obvious to some people. I'm not there. No surprise there. I think I could. Oh, I think I missed another opportunity. Now, if I push this pawn, what am I missing? Oh, no, he's just hanging. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, he's just hanging. So what is the move here? Okay. Get the queen off its starting square. I'm so used to the queen supporting this knight at the c7 square, so just not used to playing that. I did like the idea of opening up the file for my rook. He pushes a pawn. I develop my knight. He does threaten to take my knight to mess up my pawn structure with the side that I intend to castle. I'm certainly not castling on the queen side. So the first thing I thought of was I need to defend that knight. And that's my typical square for my bishop anyway. He castles, I castle. I'm still up one pawn of material according to the engine. I do need to get my light square bishop off its starting square. He centers his rook. I didn't want him pushing. So it does look like that was an excellent move. He relocates his bishop, which I do agree that was the best move. He needs to get his d-pawn activated. My initial thought was to get this bishop off its starting square, long diagonal, support the knight, give the chance to create a battery if the bishop were to ever take. But what was the best move there? Okay. Eventually I played that move, so I'm not going to beat myself up about that. I think I play it right here. Still holding on to a slight lead. Black has the advantage. It's interesting. So that's a pretty decisive mistake according to the engine here, but I'm trying to find it. It's because I went a pawn, and I wouldn't have seen that tactic. Let me see that again. Okay. No, I did see that. I did see that that pawn was loose because I took it the following move. Once I... let me go back a few moves here. Oh, because I took it with the queen. Okay. So moving my knight would have freed up my bishop to target that pawn. I see. Okay. And I got there instead with the queen. So it was kind of the same result, but he did not address his knight being undefended. I think he was eyeing putting the rook on the same file as my queen, but he kind of took his eye off this piece that just clearly didn't have any defenders. And not only that, I'm also targeting this center pawn with 3 attackers. So at this point, you can see I've got more than a 5-piece material lead. Feeling pretty good at this stage, but again, like, where's the win? I'm looking to consolidate, trade pieces. He made kind of a nothing move, so sure, I'll take the pawn. It doesn't like that. Should I take with the knight in this situation? It wants me to get off the file with the rook. Okay, again, that's not a move I would ever consider making. I took the pawn. He's giving me the knight, so I'm going to take the knight. I realize he's going to take with the rook. If he took with the queen, I would certainly trade. Just limit the ability to get checkmated. And now I'm looking at all the funny knight moves that can just throw him off. I don't think I played the right one. So again, like what was that killer move? It really wants me to get off that file. It did not like this move. I didn't know what I was doing here. I was looking at this d-pawn, but I mean, I'm not attacking it right now. He's able to defend it a number of different ways, different pieces. So what am I doing? Again, just going back appears to be the move, but again, where's the win? I did like this move. Okay, so I did find this. I was thinking about retreating the knight, but instead when he moved the queen, I'm like, okay, now I am attacking that pawn. He moves back. I think I might have missed taking it with the knight. Now that's the best move there. Okay, I am attacking the rook. Okay, I missed this. I think the time pressure got to me. And this is one of those moments. It will not be the last. I saw it instantly in the review. In my head, I've got to move the bishop back, or I've got to move my knight. What do I do? I need to see how many seconds were on the clock at this point, but he For those not following, he just completely hung the rook. And I pushed the pawn. What am I doing? Then he moves. Okay, so he sees it. I never saw it. I never saw that. So I patiently went back. At this point, I think he just gave up, and that was the end of the game. I was waiting for him to make a big mistake. He did. I should have seen that, but here we are. And now you see why I am not a 2000 level chess player. Overall, though, no, I mean, that's not forgivable. I played with a decent accuracy, but this is the reason why my chess will continue to struggle if I don't improve and figure out these obvious mistakes. So we're going to work on that for next time. We're going to relish in the win, and we're going to relish on another recorded video of being your new favorite chess streamer. My streamer, YouTuber. Yeah. Thank you for joining. And hope you watch me next time. See what move I might blunder and see if I get punished. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.